politics.
And we're out of time.
Hey, y'all, gravity, any day above ground living. Hope you all had a fantastic evening last night. We got to get to work. Money, power, respect, and subjugation. That is what money brings to the world. This is what currency brings to the world. This is how things get happening. And you let them tell it. We ain't got no money. Cool. The few dollars we got, we've been influencing everything. But it's not about us today. It's about the rest of the world. Because for years, we've stressed that money is the ultimate nullifier. You can try to do anything. Somebody's going to put money towards it, whether it's affirmative action, stopping funds that'll help Black people. Hell, even going across waters to go get resources. There's always money involved. But we're in the election cycle. Tomorrow is the first presidential debate for the 2024 cycle. Money. AIPAC has launched their salvo. We're going to go over that. BRICS has made some moves that you might not have known about. We're going to show you that. But before we do all that, let's see who's in the building. Cosmo Fury, good morning. Denise Scales, good morning. For those who haven't said anything in the live chat or the comments, good morning. I know I was supposed to do this tomorrow, but nah. I need to get all my rest in because that debate tomorrow is going to be hilarious. Jerry Bedford, good morning. Okay. We got to do the customary thing first. You know, we got to play the fair use. Got to play that. And then we're going to get into some things.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose, such as criticism, commenting, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, education, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
Of course, people got to call me right when I'm about to start teaching. Yeah, just leave a message. But anyway, here we go. If you didn't see this last night, I was laughing. As everybody in New York was laughing, as AIPAC was laughing. Because AIPAC told y'all last year, hey, you CBC members, we're coming after you. And we have the money to do it. Them CBC members laughed it off. They said, we've got the backing of the people. The people are going to get us back in. We ain't got to do much. We just got to tout what Biden says, the lies. And, you know, We'll just coast back into another 2 years. That didn't happen though. Now did it? Because AIPAC put $14.5 million into this race, this particular race. Hey, black man, they targeted you first. What was the end result? Jamaal Bowman, you lost. I'm sorry, I should have warned you that I was gonna do that, but you lost badly, bruh. Let me tell y'all something. When I went back and looked at the results by hour, that man was down at most by 20 points at like 9 o'clock. 8 o'clock. He was down by 20 points. I was like, wait, I was like, uh-oh, here we go. So it says, squad member Jamaal Bowman loses Democratic primary in New York. Somebody's got to go call up a real estate agent. Not them, but he's gonna have to sell off his apartment in DC. Wait, no. You know what? We're in the vortex. We gotta get to the vortex. So I really want to go off.
This is way over the edge. Like we it's not even over the edge. We died already.
This is beyond the event horizon. Like we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah, we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah.
Got him! Got him! Got that hoe ass nigga. Come on in, goddamn.
That's right. That's what AIPAC said after George Latimer whooped that ass. Representative Jamaal Bowman was defeated by George Latimer in the Democratic Party primary, hurt by a series of missteps and a multi-million-dollar effort from pro-Israel groups to unseat him. Now, for those who don't know the history of Jamaal Bowman, he was against Israel. Now, there's a way to be against Israel and not get targeted, but he had to run his mouth consistently. So they said, okay, George Latimer, he likes us. We can put all money in him. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Do your thing. Latimer, Westchester's popular county executive, cruised to victory in a race that set a record for the most spending in a House primary. A primary. With more than 3/4 of the vote counted, Latimer led Bowman 58% to 42%. Remember, he was down by at least 20 when I popped in and looked back. 20. You can't recover from 20. What we see tonight is, in fact, the many, Latimer told supporters Tuesday, referencing Bowman's campaign trail refrain that, quote, they've got the money, we've got the many. All right. Woo! Somebody throwing bars. Let's get it. That's George Latimer, by the way. I'm going to be quiet. Bowman, a two-term lawmaker and outspoken member of the House's squad, is the first Democrat House lawmaker to lose a primary this year. He took stances on Israel and other issues that pleased some progressives, but rubbed other voters the wrong way, with critics saying he was out of step with his urban and suburban New York district. Allies tried to paint him as the victim of unfair attacks and heavy spending from the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, or AIPAC. No, sir, your messaging was horrible. You were more concerned with fire alarms and trying to be that sassy Negro instead of doing the work. We continue. Our opponents, not opponent, they have won this round at this time in this place, Bowman told supporters Tuesday night, but this will be a battle for our humanity and justice for the rest of our lives. What? Excuse me? No, sir. This is a battle for you not to be homeless. I'm just saying. Maybe AOC can let you couch surf until you can find a place in New York to live. I'm just saying. You're going to miss that $177,000 check, though. I know that for a fact, boy. That echoed themes from last weekend's rally in the Bronx, New York, where Bowman, joined by Representative AOC and Senator Bernie Sanders, said that AIPAC was undercutting the democratic process by putting so much money in the race. Question for you, family. I love how they came out with this statement, right? But when Trump was getting all that money, that 33 million, these motherfuckers were quiet. See what I mean? They didn't chastise the voting base that threw money at that man after he got convicted. They didn't say a damn word. They were hyping it up. They were putting in their reservations for Le Bernardin in New York. If you know what Le Bernardin in New York is, you understand. If you don't, it is a 3 Michelin star restaurant in New York City. One of the most exclusive dining rooms in the world. Consistently in the top 10 of best restaurants in the world. Maybe top 20. But they didn't say nothing about Trump getting that money, which is something I'm trying to teach y'all. It doesn't matter what side it is. They actually respect money. But we're going to continue. Bowman, who before coming to Congress was a teacher and school principal, ousted incumbent Democrat Eliot Engel in the 2020 primary, running on issues such as the Green New Deal. His political stances and personal blunders complicated his re-election path in New York's solidly Democratic and racially diverse 16th congressional district. Okay. In September 2023, during a hectic weekend vote on keeping the government funded, Bowman pulled a fire alarm in the Capitol complex and later pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor. Nigga. In October, Bowman voted against a House resolution affirming that the chamber stood with Israel following the attacks by Hamas that left more than 1,000 people gone, drawing the ire of many constituents. Latimer entered the race in December.
You said what?
Yeah. That didn't work out too well for you, now did it? In the months since, AIPAC's affiliated super PAC spent over $14 million in advertising to defeat Bowman, according to Ad Impact, with an onslaught of advertisements emphasizing Bowman's opposition to President Biden's 2021 infrastructure law and his vote against last year's deal to raise the federal debt ceiling. Bowman's opponents have spent more than 4 times as much on advertising as Bowman and his allies. Last week, the race became the most expensive House primary in U.S. history, with ad spending at $24 million, according to Ad Impact. What did we tell you, family? We told y'all that they were going to come after y'all. We told you this. Your work will speak for itself. We told you this. But y'all didn't want to listen. Okay. Okay. You think because you're black that they were going to let you coast? Ha! Sir, that doesn't work anymore. You forget who is running the show. Racist. That's right. Racist. They don't want to hear that crap no more. They'll put their money behind it and say, screw you. They would have voted for you. They really would have. But then you start talking shit. Now, here's the current makeup of the district he lost. Almost 40% white, almost 30% Hispanic, almost 21% black, 0.7% Asian, 3.2 two or more races, 1.2% other. Median household, 100,000. 100% urban, 0% rural. Now, this is the area. So it stretches from Wakefield in the Bronx all the way up to around almost, we'll say, not even White Plains, like right at the edge of New York and Connecticut. The district has the highest percentage of Jamaican Americans and 9% out of any congressional district in New York due to the large Caribbean population in the North Bronx. So the Yardies didn't even come out for you. I am familiar with the movie, but you can write in there which one I am, which is fine. Anyway. Oh, 7. Good morning. You don't know how much of a money grab that infrastructure bill was. How'd that work out for that dam that broke? How'd that work? We gonna be quiet. Back to the article, because this is funny. I want to laugh some more. AIPAC says Latimer's win represents a major victory for the Democratic mainstream that stands with the Jewish state and a defeat for the extremist fringe. Oh, do tell. Do tell. Latimer insisted he was polling above Bowman even before AIPAC spent a dime, saying Bowman has disconnected himself from the ground level, and that's why he's in the problem he's in today. I view this as an opportunity to go to Washington and try to make some contribution at whatever level I can, and I think for him it's something much bigger, Latimer said ahead of the vote. He's a spokesman for a movement. I think he's got a strong ego connection to these things. Ooh. He's a spokesman for a movement, and I think he's got a strong ego connection to these things. Damn. That's funny because you're in the movement of pro-Israel, but you don't got an ego. We'll see, sir. We'll see. Why does he look cockeyed? I think he's cockeyed. I ain't even gonna hold you. Because I saw a couple pictures, and his left eye be going to the left, and his right eye be staying straight. But you know, we're not here knocking people. I'm just saying. Latimer says he supports campaign finance reform, but he struggles to see a path to meaningful changes without action from the Supreme Court. In 2010, the High Court ruled in Citizens United v. Federal Elections Commission that outside groups could spend unlimited sums on political contests as long as they didn't coordinate with campaigns. And you open the door for AIPAC, but go ahead. Bowman is the first member of the informal squad, which also includes Ocasio-Cortez, to lose re-election. Ocasio-Cortez easily won her primary Tuesday, and most of the other squad members are expected to win another term. One exception is Representative Cori Bush of Missouri, who also faces a tough Democratic primary challenge because she's in a runoff. That's going to be funny. If she loses the runoff, boy. Okay. Ahead of the result, allies of Bowman said a Latimer win would set a dangerous precedent. What precedent? If you're a member of Congress and you're looking at this race as they are, and the billionaire class defeats you, the billionaire class you jackasses have Hollywood on your side. You jackasses have most of corporate America on your side, depending on the week. You jackasses have young people with means, even though this economy is terrible. They're still throwing money out there. Now you want to talk about the billionaire class because they back the other guy? That should have told you something. As long as you tap dance, they love you. When you don't tap dance no more, they don't love you. Hey, Jamaal, we got something for you one time.
Yo, look at the coos. Wow.
What did you think was going to happen, sir, when you started talking about Israel? You were better off not saying a word. What? You wanted to go twerk. Well, you go twerk back in your district. Have fun with that. If you're a member of Congress and you're looking at this race as they are and the billionaire class defeats you, do you think that tomorrow you're going to stand up and take on powerful special interests? Sanders says the word is clear. They got the power, says a millionaire, but we're going to shut up. The debate over Israel made for an exceptionally messy campaign. Look at this man. Why are you hugging people? In our house, we can't even talk about the race, says John Mermelstein. Of course they did. Of course they did. In our house, we can't even talk about the race, says John Mermelstein, a teacher from Scarsdale, New York, who is Jewish and supported Bowman. He said the fight over Israel crowded out debate on local issues such as housing affordability. I really resent that AIPAC has driven such a wedge into my community and strained a lot of relationships unnecessarily, he said. Well, here's your idea. This is what you do. You get, see what I mean? They play dumb. You know exactly what to do, Mr. Jewish man. You want AIPAC gone? Vote everybody out. Everybody got to go. Y'all got to stand up against AIPAC. It's not that hard. They'll actually listen to y'all because y'all are from their soil. We're air quoting that. But you know what I mean. Y'all are under the same faith. Go curse them out. It's not that hard. But y'all are scared. AIPAC needs you. You don't need them. Okay. Saturday's rally in the Bronx drew a number of attendees from in and outside the district who were supporting Bowman because of his opposition to Israel. The congressman led a ceasefire now chant during his speech and filmed a TikTok with Ocasio-Cortez with the same message, urging supporters to vote. We think it's really important to support him as a pro-ceasefire candidate, said Brooklyn Crawford, a 27-year-old New York City resident. We really want the genocide in Gaza to end right now. The health ministry in Gaza reported on Monday that more than 37,000 people are gone in the war, a number that doesn't distinguish combatants from non-combatants. The White House has held that Israeli forces aren't committing exercises in the region. Bowman condemned Hamas after the October 7 attacks and has continued to call for a permanent ceasefire in Gaza while being one of Israel's most outspoken critics in Congress. Latimer, for his part, has continued to be a strong supporter of Israel. He has also benefited from name recognition in his district, with voters praising his work. The county was in bad shape, said Hattie Adams, president of the Westchester chapter of the Civil Service Employees Association. There was no hope, and the morale was down very low. And when George came in, maybe 6 months to a year, you could see the difference. Members of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers gathered in the union's basement this weekend before heading out to canvass for Latimer. They said they haven't forgiven Bowman for voting against the 2021 infrastructure law, which he opposed out of frustration that the House wasn't also voting on a broader Build Back Better social spending package. A lot of us have waited our entire careers for an infrastructure bill, says Luis Sanchez, the union's 48-year-old business representative for Westchester and Fairfield. He's done a lot of damage in a very short period of time. You see how quick they turn on you, sir. So, yeah. Brother Tony Rain, hello. JD Informant, hello. Yeah. What did AIPAC say again?
Got him! Got him! Got that hoe ass nigga! Come on in, goddamn.
For those who don't believe me when I said it, that's how much they spend to beat this black man. Hey, black man, because I know you're going to try to run again somewhere else. Black man, all you have to do is do the work. You see what that dude at the end of the the article said, Mr. Latimer, all he had to do was do the work. He had to come see us. He worked in the community. He didn't go out there trying to be a celebrity, which we know in a year or two he's going to try to be a celebrity. But at that point, he was not trying to be a celebrity. He was trying to do the work. That's all you have to do. People respect the work. Now you got to find an apartment. But anyway, F you. And the funny thing is, family, he also went to Israel. He went to Israel. Yes, he did. You don't believe me? I figured you didn't. All right. People have been telling you all about them Israel trips, but all right. Even that didn't save you.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in
During a 2021 visit to the West Bank, the New York congressman lost his hope for is cockeyed. All right, say less. Just making an observation, YouTube. I'm not dissing him. In late 2021, Jamaal Bowman stepped out of a tour bus into the heat in Hebron. The then rookie New York congressman was visiting the H2 area of the ancient city in the West Bank, which remains under Israeli military occupation with barbed wires, covered checkpoints every few blocks. Bowman had been in the Middle East for just 3 days, but he was already seeing sites that were changing the way he understood the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. That day, along with a handful of his congressional colleagues on a trip sponsored by the liberal Z organization, J Street, Lord, he toured a boys' school administered by the United Nations. The young students there regularly heard live ammunition and smelled tear gas seeping through the school walls. Bowman left profoundly demoralized. Quote, there are streets they cannot walk and places they cannot go simply because they are Palestinian, he wrote, sharing a picture of himself posing with the students. When I asked about their dreams, the answer was simple: freedom. The occupation must end. Well, yeah, and you lost. But anyway, there's that. We're done with Mr. Bowman. Might as well go here. Might as well go here with ho-ass Biden. And they'll lead us to other places. Ho-ass Biden. I know I said his name. I know.
Is a living, breathing insult to my existence.
This is what ho-ass Biden did almost a week ago. Ho-ass Biden, who was hearing the cries of reparations from the cousins, anti-hate legislation, which is, of course, going to cost money to implement. But that we understand that. You see our cities crumbling. The infrastructure bill you signed is not working. Gas prices are going up, which I know you're going to try to snake in October. Again, you're going to try to snake it, but we'll get there when that happens. Instead of focusing on your own country, you took 9 figures and sent it to Kenya. So Kenya can jump on a plane with their security forces, wink, wink, to go screw with Haiti. Yeah, he did that shit. The man can bypass everybody else and say, all right, you want student loan forgiveness? I'm going to break the law that's established. And I'm going to do that, even though he's only doing it for legacy loans. But of course, nobody's going to say that. I'll say it for you. You can't bypass the GOP to at least say, we're going to throw out $100 million to some Black Americans so they can get reparations, so we can shut this goddamn noise up. Nah, you can't do that. You can't give $109 million to set up a committee to get at these cops. Nah, you can't do that. You can't even do a $109 million fund to help get Black veterans off these streets and into at least a work program or at least some sort of housing somewhere. Nah, you can't do that. You're going to send another foreign country our tax money, because you know these bitch ass white people love to talk about reparations and they tax money. Fuck you. I don't hear none of you bitch ass people talking about this. They're sending $109 million to go fuck with Haiti. By the way, Jamaica, you next. But it's not about Jamaica this morning. Let's see. The Biden administration has circumvented a Republican blockade, authorizing $109 million to fund an international mission aimed at countering the rampant gang violence plaguing Haiti. The decision, described as the nuclear option, was announced by the State Department and underscores the administration's commitment to restoring order in Haiti despite political hurdles. By the way, the Kenyans are over there protesting right now because their government is screwing with them. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken's directive to proceed with the funding comes after months of stalled efforts due to opposition from GOP lawmakers, notably Representative Michael McCall of Texas and Senator Jim Risch of Idaho, who had refused to lift their hold on the funds. This hold had delayed the deployment of Kenyan Special Forces police officers designated to lead the mission in Port-au-Prince. Yes, we'll just answer the question now because I'm sure somebody's going to ask. Yes, they're using Kenya because Kenya is a country of coons. We're just going to call it what it is. They're one of the few African nations that will sit there and bow to the first white power that shows up. At least I could say for a lot of the other ones, they're at least starting to wake up. Kenya ain't going to wake up until you get that government out of there. But, you know, it is what it is. And no, YouTube, I am not saying anything about the I word. That's not what I'm doing. I'm making an observation. Thank you so much. Quote, by moving forward with the obligation of resources, the Secretary is also indicating to other countries the sincerity and seriousness of our commitment, in part to incentivize others to increase their own contributions to the mission. A senior State Department official told the Miami Herald. We're going to translate. We don't want no more Haitians on our border. So we want them to stabilize that country so they don't have to come over here no more because we tired of sending them back. That's what that means. Here we go. The U.S. has pledged a total of $300 million towards the mission, which is estimated to cost around $600 million. While the Defense Department secured $200 million without issue, the State Department faced significant challenges in accessing the remaining $100 million. The newly authorized $109 million will be crucial in addressing logistical needs highlighted by a Kenyan assessment team, including the provision of armored vehicles, radios, and helicopters necessary for the mission success. So this is going to be Black Hawk Down in the Caribbean. Right before an election. So, Black people, the ones supporting Biden and Trump, I hope you understood what I just told you. They found money not to help Black folks. They found money to subjugate Black folks. That's interesting. $600 million could do a lot for the Black community. Hell, they could have taken that. Listen to me. They could have taken that $600 million and put it towards the student loan debt relief. Oh my God, I said it.
You said what?
I'm gonna say it again. Maybe y'all didn't hear me because y'all on y'all Starbucks listening to me and throwing your phone. Well, don't throw your phone because it's about $1,000. I don't know if you got insurance on it. They could have used that $600 million to put towards student loan debt forgiveness. You know, the thing that you guys got brainwashed into voting him in for. That's what he could have done that with them. I don't see y'all outside. Y'all outside for Israel and Palestine. Some of y'all are outside for Russia, Ukraine. I don't see y'all outside for Haiti, Kenya. I don't see it. And in a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of days, we're going to start going on the social media apps and we're going to start seeing videos of Haitians getting beat up by Kenyans. That's a hell of an image. Black, you know, them conservatives are going to say black on black violence. We already know it's going to happen. Oh, you need me to translate for you? I got you.
We finna get up in here, whoop these niggas' ass right quick.
That's exactly what they're about to do in a few days or a few weeks. They're about to start whooping people. This is what you want to see on TV in an election year. Okay.
I'm tired of being nice. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
You sitting up in there listening to jackasses talk about the cousins. You listening to jackasses trying to stoke racial, well, I shouldn't even say racial, ethnic wars between the cousins and people in the diaspora. And you got stories like this, and none of them pussies would say nothing about this. Nothing. Trust me, I looked. All them hoe ass accounts that love to say shit about, oh, you in B1 and you FBAs, you ADOS, you Freeman, you riders. All y'all do is talk about Africans doing dumbass shit, Caribbeans saying dumbass shit. Y'all ain't no better. Y'all on welfare and all this crap. And you got stories like this. This is a B1 story. We trying to educate y'all on it, but none of you pussies would say nothing about this. Well, we know you don't have the intellect to break this down, but even still, you could just put up a screenshot. And it's like, this is not what we're fighting for. But we get it. You're scared to talk to white supremacy. You're scared to call them out. That's what it is. Just admit it. It'll be okay. We'll fight for you. We'll say it. You're watching them give over $500 million to smack around Haitians. 3 years ago, they spent millions through the CPB, Customs and Border Patrol, whooping Haitians in Texas. I showed y'all a video last year, Haitians showing up in Miami. They grabbed them off the boat, put them in the van, and send them back. But they kept the Cubans. You think I'm lying? Okay. I'm not going to pull up that video. I'm just going to show you something. Because y'all think we just be talking. I know y'all pay attention to Tariq all day. I get it. The rest of us, we just out here doing the work. We get it. Y'all don't want to see us because, see, unlike Tariq, he talk when he want to talk. We constantly trying to tell y'all the shit going on out here, and y'all think that we just making it up just to dunk on y'all. Explain this then. I need y'all to explain this to me. I know Del Rio was an albatross because that was on the world stage. So they said, you know what? We got to make sure when we do kick these Haitians out, it doesn't get into the limelight. Can't have CNN report on it. Can't have Fox News report on it. Can't have MSNBC report. No Al Jazeera, no Reuters, no Wall Street Journal, no Bloomberg, no Breitbart, none of that. We just going to do it on the low. Look who reported on it. Latin Times. I've never heard of them before a day in my life. Look, U.S. continues to deportations to chaos in Haiti with new interdictions at sea. They put the boats out there. They catching them in the middle of the sea now. While they're trying to navigate around them Russian subs that went to Cuba, they're now catching them in the sea. They're probably catching them before they get off the coastline. But y'all want to talk to us and say that we being divisive. This was a week and a half ago. Look, April. 50 Haitians to nation hit with gang violence. So they probably came here looking for asylum. They said, nah, oh, you Haitian? Nah, go back. Look, this is from 2021. Deported by U.S. Haitians are in shock. I don't know this country. What? I don't know this country? This nation been punking y'all for years, and we trying to tell y'all, wake up. Stand with us. I know a lot of Haitians stand with B1 and FBI. I get that. But a lot of them are off code. They play too much dark-skinned French. Again, Del Rio should have woken you up, but it didn't. You went right back to sleep after about a week. Now here we are. 2,700 of y'all they sent back. No, I'm not saying y'all don't. I'm saying these idiots on these apps, when we sit there and put this information out here, they're like, oh, y'all trying to be divisive. Why you always talking about the diaspora? Like, motherfucker, it ain't us putting it out there. We not lying on you. We report what the white folk be saying. We just putting it out there. It's not to dunk on y'all. It's to get y'all to wake up. That's it. When I dunk on Jamaica, I'm not doing it just to be a dickhead. I'm telling Jamaica to wake up. Wake up. England ain't the flex you think it is. It's not. You can do better by yourself. And if you show the effort, people will invest in you, not through England. They'll do it to you directly. But y'all want to sit up there and not do the damn work. Jamaica, stop dancing. That's all the world knows you for. Beautiful beaches and dancing. Nothing else. And jerk chicken. That's it. James, put in your charger. Or put your thing on battery saver till you can get to the charger. But anyway. There's a reason why I brought up Jamaica. The Kenyan-led force, alongside contributions from countries such as Jamaica, who barely has money, Chad, who barely has money, Bangladesh, we're not even going to go there, and Benin, slave trader, former slave trader, I should say, former. broke, former slave trade, and Bangladesh. Look up Bangladesh's history and come back to me. Aims to support. Hold up, Bangladesh. Why is a South Asian country? Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I want y'all to notice the 4 countries that I mentioned. You notice I didn't mention the UK. They didn't mention France. France, I mean, I know they finally got their money back from Haiti, but France ain't jumping in. No Germany, no G7. You get some of the low-hanging fruit countries. What? Okay. Aims to support Haiti's beleaguered national police. And I still criticize Jamaica for doing that, but okay. Haiti currently has around 4,000 police officers, significantly short of the 38,000 recommended by the United Nations to maintain adequate security. Haitian police leaders recently met with Kenya's General Police Inspector Japhet Koum in Nairobi to discuss the mission. Y'all couldn't get a Zoom call going. You had to fly all the way to Kenya. I wonder how much money that cost. We are ready and committed to helping when needed, Koum assured, signaling Kenya's readiness to deploy forces and provide training for Haitian police. The mission faced initial setbacks, with deployment originally scheduled for May 23rd to coincide with Kenyan President William Ruto's visit to the White House. However, legal challenges in Kenya and logistical doubts postponed the deployment. Now, with the funding in place, forces are expected to arrive in Haiti by late June, which they showed up yesterday. The urgency of the mission is underscored by a dire situation in Haiti, where powerful gangs have seized control of police stations, attacked government infrastructure, and displaced over 100,000 people. Despite a recent lull in coordinated attacks, violence persists, as evidenced by a thingamajiggy-bob in the Ardebonite Valley north of Port-au-Prince last weekend, where 11 people were finished by gang members. $600 million. Okay. Ooh. So there was that. But so we've covered Jamaal Bowman losing. We've covered Haiti and Kenya. We're going to go into BRICS now. We tell y'all to follow the money. Now, as you know, BRICS let in some new members this year, including Egypt. Egypt. We'll start with you. Why did you do this? Whew.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in
Egypt gets into BRICS, and all of a sudden now they're buying up. They call it the coastline. No, they're buying trade routes. I want the family to understand what you are about to see in the next few years. BRICS is going to start buying up trade routes. And notice that the Western powers aren't saying a damn word. Why are the Gulf states buying up Egypt's coastline? A $35 billion investment into Egypt is being celebrated as a turning point for the country's struggling economy. Experts are asking whether it will really change anything. Skeptics are wondering why it's happening now. It has been described as a turning point in the worst economic crisis Egypt has dealt with in decades. The country is hugely indebted and suffering from a shortage of foreign currency, which BRICS aims to fix, which has led to damaging inflation and rising prices many ordinary Egyptians are finding hard to handle. But last week, Egyptian leaders announced that the United Arab Emirates would be investing $35 billion directly into the Egyptian economy, mostly via a construction project at Ras Al Hikma. I hope I said that right. Ras Al Hikma, a Mediterranean peninsula near the city of Alexandria. It is thought to be the biggest such investment in Egypt's history. The first tranche of money has already been deposited. Much of this came from cash the UAE already held in Egypt's central bank. The rest is expected to arrive within 2 months, according to Egyptian officials. The impact of the deal and the release of the first tranche of funds from the central bank had an impact almost immediately, improving Egypt's financial position in various ways. The deal will also make it easier for Egypt to fulfill conditions set by the International Monetary Fund, or IMF. Egypt and the IMF are in the final stages of negotiating another multi-billion-dollar bailout, likely worth over $10 billion, to stabilize the Egyptian economy. The IMF's condition for a deal involved devaluing the Egyptian pound to bring it into line with the real exchange rate as opposed to that set by the government, and to further privatize state assets. Basically, this means taking them away from the all-powerful Egyptian military and selling them to private investors. I didn't mean to laugh. Woo-wee. Oh, he just been a mess for years. Fun times. And there are rumors of another similar deal coming soon. These suggest Saudi Arabia will invest a further $15 billion into a Red Sea tourist destination, Ras Gamela. Egyptian economy needs more than fancy new beach resort. Not everyone has been so enthusiastic about the deal. The investment project is just part of a pattern, says Hassam El Hamalawi, an Egyptian researcher and activist now living in Germany who writes a regular newsletter on Egyptian politics. But you live in Germany. Okay. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi has been borrowing left, right, and center for years to complete mega projects that satisfy his irrational economic decisions, says El Hamalawi. And he is always counting on the fact that he will get bailed out by regional or international powers because of the notorious saying, Egypt is too big to fail. The Egyptian government has squandered past injections of cash with extraordinary speed, added Timothy Caldis, deputy director of the Washington-based Tahrir Institute for Middle East Policy. An injection of cash buys Egypt temporary investor confidence, but what is key for long-term confidence are serious reforms that are clear sign from the country's leaders that they are using this opportunity to change course. It will take more than a windfall and a fancy new beach resort to rebuild that, he told DW. Trade routes, the backbone of the world economy. We're going to put that in there. But I want to show you something. Now, remember when we talked about Jamaal Bowman? Ad impact. They kept referencing ad impact. So this is their 2024 political spending projections report. They said this is going to be the most expensive cycle in history. $10.2 billion in political expenditures across broadcast, cable, radio, satellite, digital, and CTV. Bruh. Mm. The presidential race is already off to record pace, with Republican primary spending surpassing $100 million by early September, faster than any previous cycle. The 2020 Democratic primary did not surpass $100 million until October 2019, and the 2016 Republican primary did not pass $100 million until December 2015. More than 120 days until the Iowa caucus. Well, this is old, but this was back. I'm guessing this was before the Iowa caucus, but 10.2 money. But you let them tell it. We had never mind. Torian, you out of line. Oh God. I appreciate that. And he's a loser. Anyway, we continue. Money, family. Money. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Mm. I don't know what to say. Actually, I do have something to say. If y'all think money ain't real, just take this caveat with you. The Lakers hired JJ Redick, no experience, gave him a 4-year deal. That's money. That's a profitable franchise. One of the most profitable franchises in the world. They gave an unproven coach a 4-year deal. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, what about Steve Kerr? Okay, great. If you think he's going to win a championship this year, you're crazy. But just notice how they invest in themselves. Notice how these countries are investing in other countries. But you're seeing your country, the one you live in, the United States, not investing in itself. Don't let Biden and them lie to you. They're not investing in the future. They're investing in the present. We told y'all from day one that infrastructure bill was BS. And look what's happened. Infrastructure is falling all over this country. Where is this money? Where is it going? You just saw. Here's another thing I didn't get to. Ford and Tesla just recalled their electric vehicles. And Rivian. They just put money through Volvo. But Rivian had to recall some vehicles as well. The U.S. is investing in failing technologies, failing areas. By the way, you want another example that money is the ultimate nullifier? Amazing that this happened 24, well, we'll call it 33 hours before the presidential debate.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in.
This happened yesterday. I just saw this. He gets to go up on the stage now and talk about this. He gets to make his case in front of the entire world about this case. Are you insane? Is it money beautiful? Let me back up. The same judge who was ready to go in on Trump say, hey, Trump, you know what? I got what I wanted. Yeah, you go out there and you can talk shit now because it makes for better television. He finna go in on Stormy Daniels tomorrow. He finna go in on Michael Cohen. He finna go in on New York. Oh my God. And here's all the conservatives when he does it. By the way, shameless plug. Be here tomorrow, 6 o'clock in the evening. We will be streaming this debate. Damn what CNN says. And we will be fact checking in real time. Both of those assholes. But anyway, family, hopefully you learned something. If you did, I done my job. If not, I'll try to be better next time. Again, join us tomorrow, 6 p.m. for this debate, because I believe it starts at 7. So we will shoot the breeze, look back on what's happened the past 3 years. Thank God I don't have to work tomorrow, so I ain't got to be nowhere near Atlanta. So, oh, it's at 9 o'clock. So it's even later, so we can really go in. We can really go in. This is going to be fun. Okay, so it's 9 o'clock. So join me here at 8 o'clock, and we're going to have fun. We're gonna shoot the breeze for about an hour, and then we're going to get into the debate, and then I'm going to cuss both of them, and then I'm going to sleep. But I'm going to take a bet. I don't think it's going to go past 9. I don't think it's going to make 90 minutes. I don't even think it's going to make 90 minutes. As much as CNN was. I think it's going to be like 72 minutes again. But anyway, family, let me check this poll pause. Oh, so y'all think AOC gonna lose? She gonna be the next one to fall? I ain't sure. I gotta check to see who her opponent is. I ain't sure. But anyway. Vic Stat, thank you for the $5 super chat. You said, wonder if a contractor will oversee the Kenyan operation. They already did. It's already done. They're already there. They're just not going to tell you. Bullshit. Bullshit. They already told you. Bullshit. There you go. They out there building a base. I know which contractors you're talking about, but I'm just saying. They already there. There you go. There you go. They're already there. But anyway, I will see y'all tomorrow. Oh, wait, I forgot. Thank you for the $5 super chat. And you get to see it. All right, there's that. Anyway, y'all take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.
Time's up.
But did we have a good time here? Hello?
At the end of the day got to end.
Hey!